at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Smiley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Go!
Operating from the gun. Smiley. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, here's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Lance. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Eagles at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple here, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Smiley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Looking to throw. Smiley. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st down, Lance. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Off play action. Smiley. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
79 Broncos, Mikey 18.
Operating from the gun, Smiley. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Lance now on 1st down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Striker, 3-3.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Lance now on first down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Ready.
Second down, back to Sanders. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Smiley. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And some room to maneuver. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Reload. Alert.
Jackson will keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyree Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Strike two. Black ultra. Green back.
Here's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smiley. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Ready! 70 Rangers! 19 tight!
On 1st down, Smiley. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. He's got room at the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
60 Bison.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play.
18, pioneer. Rig.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd and 2, Smiley. Got an open man. It's Scott. Touchdown, Eagles! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance now to throw. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Lance. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, What is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback in his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And that's complete to Brown. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Okay, break. Pass all 80.
Running right, here's Sanders. Down to about the 37. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Off play action. Smiley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Come on.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Smiley. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. This is Langford on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook.